To report which made headlines last week. The partial closure of some sections of the Lagos-Ibadan expressway for rehabilitation works commenced on Monday. Federal Controller of Works in Lagos State, Adedamola Kuti, had in a statement in August announced that a section from Kara Bridge inward Berger would be closed in order to carry out urgent repair on the road. Speaking, Kuti reiterated that a particular section of the expressway will be closed on Monday until Thursday, October 31. Subsequently, the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASTMA published a travel advisory on Sunday. It explained that movement from Kara Bridge inward Berger will be sealed off while traffic will be diverted into the other part of the road going out of Lagos. The Traffic Management Agency noted that the road will be divided into 2 lanes both ways and traffic will be divided back to the road going inward Lagos at Berger intersection, which links River Valley Estate. It, however, announced alternative routes for road users traveling in and out of Lagos, urging them to take advantage of the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway from and to Abeokuta, connecting from and to Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Other routes recommended by the agency are Shagamu-Ikorodu Road from Shagamu, connecting through Shagamu Interchange from and to Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, as well as Ijebu-Ode, Itokin Road from and to Ijebu-Ode, connecting from and to Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday dispatched a special envoy to South Africa over xenophobic attacks on the country that have targeted Nigerians and other foreign nationals. The president's directive was contained in a statement by spokesperson Femi Adesina. Adesina said President Buhari had noted with deep concern reported attacks on Nigerian citizens and property in South Africa since August 29, 2019. Consequently, he said, the president has instructed the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, to summon the South African High Commissioner to Nigeria and get a brief on the situation. He expressed Nigeria's displeasure over the treatment of our citizens and assurance of the safety of their lives and property. President Buhari also dispatched a special envoy to convey to President Cyril Ramaphosa his concerns and also interact with his South African counterpart on the situation. The High Commission condemned the attacks and pledged to defend the interests of Nigerians in South Africa. Nigeria's ruling party, APC, had also condemned the attacks, which have been condemned by most Nigerians. On Wednesday, the National Association of Nigerian Students, led by its National Public Relations Officer, Aziz Adeyemi, declared war on South African nationals and their businesses in Nigeria, warning them to leave the country on or before Monday next week to avert grave penalty. Adeyemi said Nan's anger and quit the country directive to the South African nationals were precipitated by the wanton killings of Nigerians in South Africa, looting of their properties, and the inability of the authorities to arrest the situation. First amongst his demand, the NAN said all South African businesses must close every kind of business transactions opened at any point with Nigerians in the next 12 hours. Secondly, it said by Thursday morning, all South African businesses operating in Nigeria must shut down totally, as NAN's members have been strategically positioned across the 36 states of the Federation to combat stubborn outlets and destroy in totality their goods and properties. NANS also said South Africans living in Nigeria must leave the country latest by Monday morning, as the members shall confront them with a trailer of aluta if they refuse to leave by Monday morning. On Thursday, a federal high court sitting in Abuja reaffirmed its order directing the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, not to take further steps in the move to seize the property of the immediate past governor of Zamfara State, Abdulaziz Yari. Justice Ikonye Maha, in a short ruling on Thursday, maintained that doing so would not be in the interest of justice, now that the matter was pending before the court. She also ordered that the case file be remitted to the acting chief judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, for reassignment to a regular court on the ground that the tenure of the vacation court would end on the 13th of September. The case has now been adjourned to September 30 for the hearing of both the preliminary issues and the substantive suit. Yari, in his supporting affidavit, blamed his travels in the hands of the prosecution agencies on the activities of some purported powerful politicians who were on a vendetta mission against him over the 2019 elections in Zamfara. Specifically, the former governor stated that the political event within the state chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC, which eventually led to the party losing out the leadership of the state to the People's Democratic Party PDP by the judgment of the Supreme Court, was the main reason for his prosecution. On Friday, the Nigerian government said none of its citizens was killed during the latest round of xenophobic attacks aimed at foreigners in South Africa. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, gave this indication after a closed-door session with the Senate Committee on Diaspora Matters at the Senate building. The minister, who said the Nigerian Union in South Africa is a source of information on the state of affairs of the country's citizens, said Nigeria is not entertaining the possibility of ending diplomatic ties with South Africa. On his part, the chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora Matters, Ajibola Bashiru, called on Nigerians not to take laws into their hands as government is set out to address the areas of concern through peaceful and diplomatic means. The Nigerian Special Envoy, which is expected to hold high-level talks with the South African government, is expected back in the country, with their findings in the country likely to be the basis of the next line of action by the Nigerian government.